Hey, what's up, social media family? Hope everybody's having a really good day. I want to share a very unique word that the Lord spoke to me about, and man, it made so much sense, and it really helped me a lot. And so I just want to kind of dive into this word. I want to talk to you about this word, and I know that it's going to help you, and it's going to free your mind and also your mind space. Okay, so recently I was on X, and I was listening to a few different people that I listen to their commentary. I don't watch the news, but there are a handful of people that they kind of report different things. They're trusted voices, and I was listening to them, and they were just kind of talking about probably over like the last week, just about how different people had been pardoned from stuff, how someone had been released from something that they should have been convicted for. And all of these things were in the news. This person committed this crime, but they were set free. This person committed this, but they were pardoned. And all of these things were on there. And I really don't like watching that or looking at that, but I kind of felt I was supposed to lean and look at it. And then all of a sudden, the Lord spoke something so plain to me. I had a word very similar to this a month ago. And the Lord just said, there will be judgment. And I said, okay. And the Lord said, justice is coming. And I said, okay. And I thought that was it. Friends, stay with me. It gets really, really deep. What the Lord showed me, and then our response, what God showed me was just phenomenal. The Lord spoke to me and said, everybody is wanting worldly justice and worldly judgment. And I was like, I'm not for sure what you mean. And the Lord just laid it out for me. It said so many people want to see people punished on earth, convicted on earth. Whatever political party or how they view things, they want people opposite to be dealt with in the natural realm. And that's why we have courts, and that's why we have laws, and that's why all of that, because the Bible even says obey the laws of the land. What the Lord was showing me is He said, I said justice is coming and there will be judgment. And I said, yes, sir. Yeah, I remember you said that just then. And the Lord said, people are wanting to always see the judgment from other people on people. But what people don't understand is judgment and justice ultimately comes from God. And I was like, Lord, I think I get it. I think I know exactly what you mean. Side note, have you ever seen somebody who walks in the favor and the blessing of God? Not they're good at a earthly, worldly talent. They're not blessed because of that. They're favored and blessed by God. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, have you ever seen somebody who has a phenomenal gift or multiple gifts, and they're great at singing, they're great at a certain sport, they're great at business, they're great at ministry, and then all of a sudden, there's no favor, there's no blessing. And this one time phenomenal entertainer, business person, minister, athlete, whatever, they lose everything. What they were good at a year ago, they're not good at it anymore. I was listening to a story about a guy who had $800 million in assets. They were his. In 3 years, he was bankrupt. How in the world do you squander and lose $800 million? He did. And they talked about a point in his life when he quit doing what was right, quit giving to charities, and he just turned and he lost it all. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Now, here is the part about this word that I want to share that is going to make so much sense to you. Okay? It's going to help you. It helped me a lot. The Holy Spirit spoke this to me and said a lot of the judgment that is coming, people will never see. The justice that is coming, most people will never see. And I was like, okay, I'll relay that message, Lord. And the Lord said, it's almost going to be like, I will erase people's name. I will erase their legacy. I will erase. Just erase. See, we as natural people, we want, oh, that person did a crime. They need to be convicted. We want to see them convicted and handcuffed and put in jail and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But what the Lord is saying is, yes, you're going to see some of that. You always will see some of that. But what you got to understand, that there will be judgment. That's the prophetic word. But God's bringing the judgment. I remember one time a few years ago, somebody was convicted of so many things. They had so many people who testified against him. It should be an open and closed case, and they were set free. And they were interviewing them, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me so plain and said, they feel they are above the law. They got free by man because of money and manipulation, but they will not get set free from me. I'm talking a few months later, you never hear about this person again. Ever. And the Lord said, they got set free from the courts. They got set free from things, but they will not get set free from me. And so, by hearing this, it makes sense that so many people, they want to see justice. They want to see justice. You don't know what that person's, how God's dealing with them in private and what they're going through. Plus, do you ever pray for them to be transformed, to commit their life to God, rededicate their life to God? I mean, look at Paul, who was Saul, persecutor of believers, became Paul, wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. That's a transformation. Anybody can be transformed by the power of God. Jesus Christ, his son. And so with this word, don't get so, I see people who will start talking about somebody who should, in their opinion, be committed, like they committed a crime or they did something and they have all this evidence and they just say what should be done to them, and it eats at them. Therefore, they're not able to fully do what they're called to do because they're so frustrated with what someone else did. But God is the one ultimately in control. Listen, there have been so many people that's been set free from things they shouldn't have been set free from. But nobody will ever pull the wool over God's eyes. Some people may be above the law naturally, but not with God. I'm telling you, focus on what you're called to do. Quit believing everything on the media. Okay? Listen, propaganda, manipulation. God is going to take care of things. And you're going to see a lot of it, but there's a whole lot you will not see. Have you ever noticed when somebody is convicted of something horribly, you never see a picture of them in jail, you never see a picture of them in court, but you never see a picture of them again either. And you never know what happened to them. Listen, God's in control. Had another prophetic word God gave me recently. He said, I'm in control of time and I'm in control of everything. Trust God Quit allowing things to steal your life, to steal your joy, to steal your peace, because God has got you covered. Okay? Hopefully this word helped you, blessed you, and let you see things a little bit differently. Because, man, I be seeing stuff and I get caught up. Man, that guy, they should be, this person, this company, this organization. And then all of a sudden I say, God, I give it to you. You're in control of it. And I don't take any of that stuff in, okay? That's probably why I'm always smiling and always happy. All right? So, hey, pray about everything, commit it to God, and move forward. Love you guys.